Alright guys, Paul back here again for another video. In this one we're going to be taking a detailed look at a 2019 Oval Intercontinental Replica Belt. This has had the plastic simulated leather strap replaced with a brand new real leather strap, and the plastic stones have also been replaced with real cubic zirconia, just like the belts on TV used. So essentially this is a replica upgraded as close to the belt on TV as you could possibly get, and we're just going to look in depth at it and see how it looks. Let's get started. Alright, so as I mentioned, this is a remake of the WWE version of this belt. So there was a few differences between this and the original WWF version. Obviously the logo, the company name, and also the banner here previously just said Intercontinental and Champion was printed down here. That was eventually replaced on this version with space for a nameplate. Other than that, the belt designs were pretty similar, and yeah, let's just get into this. Let's take a look. Okay, so the leather strap on this belt is based off of the Jamar style of strap. This is what was used on this belt from the debut of the WWE version, so what, 2002-ish, 2003, up until about 2008 or 9 when the leather style was changed and the maker of the belt was changed to Dave Milliken from Jamar. So from about 2008-9 to about 2011 when this was replaced, it had a different leather style which the replica actually comes with. The owner of this wanted this on the original style, which I think is probably the more popular style for this belt, to be honest. So this is finished in a Jamar style snapbox, you'll see here. So this has the unique kind of printed style of snapbox. Of course you'll see my signature on the end of the strap here, just to certify it is a strap done by myself. We've got the floral pattern, the Jamar style floral pattern at the edge of the snapbox there. Really nice looking snapbox. Some people don't like this style because they think it's too basic. It's a little bit lazy by Jamar, this style of leather strap. Personally, I actually quite like it. Especially for the belts that used it on TV, I think they kind of match the simplistic style a little bit more. Another thing the Jamar style cut is his leather is always very tight to the plates. So you'll see a lot of different ones have a lot more space around the plates. Most of the Attitude Era Jamar belts and the Ruthless Aggression Jamar belts all had really tight leather cuts for the most part. And this one does follow that style. So you'll see the Jamar style seashell, the camouflage tooling. This goes top and bottom of the strap from one end of the strap all the way to the other snapbox. So the snapbox, a very similar style Jamar 2x5 snapbox in this case, and it of course does have that floral pattern at the end of the snapbox there. So a really nice looking leather strap. It is a basic leather strap, there's not too much detail to it, but personally I really like it. I think it is a really it's a fitting style for this belt personally. I'll quickly just flip the belt over so we can take a look at the rear of the belt, and then we'll take a look at the plates. Okay, so this is finished in a black leather backing. As you can see, you'll notice the two nameplate screws are left exposed on the back. The owner of this belt requests that I leave them exposed just in case WWE eventually release nameplates for this. So you'll see the black leather covers up all the screws and the snap boxes on the male side there. The screws look really nice covered up with the leather. Of course, I should mention, of course with real leather, it won't be as flexible as it can be from the start, but to be honest, I'm actually really happy with this one. That's, for a brand new strap, that's not half bad. Yeah, that's actually really quite good. If you wanted to get it completely like paper flexibility, I mean, to be honest, that's actually more than I expected. That's really not quite that bad. Yeah, if you wanted to get it like the belts on TV, you pretty much just treat it like the belts on TV. If you ever wonder why the Smoking Skull folded up like it was on a paper strap, it's because Steve Austin threw the belt around and the leather doesn't really survive that. But yeah, if you wanted to get it fully like folding on itself, which it kind of almost does, to be fair, I'm actually impressed with the flexibility of this for a brand new strap. Yeah, really happy with that. We'll talk about the plates now. So of course, as I mentioned, this is the 2019 remake, so it does have the 5mm thick casted plate. So the detail on these plates is honestly fantastic. You'll see the depth of kind of the sunburst pattern there. My finger catches along the detail there. The depth of that etching is actually really awesome, to be honest. As I mentioned, this was in my list of the top 5 replicas WWE do sell, because personally I think the detail on it is really impressive. for what it's trying to be, a replica of this belt. It's not the most detailed belt, it's not the most complicated design, which I think lends itself to this. It honestly, I think this belt's come out really, really perfect. You'll see, hopefully the stones catch the light a little bit there. So those of course are real cubic zirconias, like I mentioned. And of course the side plates there. The globe patterns on some of the replica belts always looks a bit crappy. This one is not too different. The globes, the land masses on the globes don't exactly look the most detailed. But that's not the biggest deal in my opinion. I don't think it is a complete deal breaker. I don't think there is a replica belt out there that has a really kind of decent looking globe, or at least I can't think of it off the top of my head, to be quite honest with you. The curve on this belt is also really awesome as well. Really nice replica. Really pleased with how this turned out, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, really pleased with that. If anyone is asking my opinion, I've said it multiple times about this replica. It is probably one of the ones I recommend highest above any others. This and probably the Undisputed V2 remake. They're fantastic replicas, they're great designs. I don't think you can go wrong with these, to be honest. Right, before we finish up the video, I just wanted to give a special thank you and a shout out to all my gold tier Patreon members, including Dylan Steins and Satoshi Akefu. I hope I've said the names right, honestly. So many times I've tried this, I'm an idiot. I appreciate, honestly, all you guys that support the Patreon, I appreciate it so much. I'm sorry I'm an idiot and I can't pronounce names properly, or spell them half the time, to be quite honest with you, but genuinely, I do appreciate all the support. If you're interested in checking out the Patreon, check the link in the description box below. Over there we do monthly live streams, as well as kind of in-depth videos and behind-the-scenes videos and photos of how the belts and straps are all crafted. So if you want to check it out, feel free to check it out. But again, I'm sorry for the pronunciation. I've tried it so many times, I'm giving up at this point. Thank you for the support. Cheers, guys. Right, I think that's everything there was to talk about this belt. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comment section down below. And yeah, let me know, what do you think? Like I said, personally, this is upgraded, especially this is one of my favourite replicas. It's not too many stones, it's only got the 6 stones, so it's a very simple restone. And the leather strap on this style in particular is so simple that, I don't know, it seems like a really basic belt, but I like it a lot and I think it turned out really nicely. That being said, thank you very much for watching. I hope this was informative or helpful in any way. Cheers.
Yo, monkeys, it's me, DDP. And if you want to get one of the greatest belts made for you, go to Paulmartinbelts. That's right, sucker.